Hello everyone, this is Marge. Welcome to my channel. This is my first speed build in The Sims 4 and today we are building a micro home in a 20 by 15 lot in Newcrest. I hope you'll enjoy watching this video. So in here, I am trying to figure out the layout of the build. So I placed some kitchen items like the stove and the counter from Cottage Living and the mini fridge from Discover University. As for the bed, I selected a bunk bed from Dream Home Decorator. Then I just placed a computer table underneath, which is also from the same pack. I just added some computer chair and a desktop computer from base game to complete the look. Now, since I cannot resist using the newest kit that we've got, I used the accent table and the seat that came from Industrial Loft Kit. And then for the television, this one is from Eco Lifestyle, and that is by far one of my favorite television sets in the game. Moving on to the bathroom. In here, I was able to fit in the toilet, the shower, and the sink in a very tight space. Well, this is the layout that I've seen from the other Simmers who builds tiny homes in The Sims, so I gave it a try. Now that I was able to identify where each item should go. I started placing down the windows from Cottage Living, but the window that I used in the kitchen, that is actually a base game window, but I think it fits well with the other windows that I use. And then earlier in the build, I placed down the stove, the counter, and a fridge. I just went in again and added a dishwasher and a microwave to complete our kitchen set. Now, just a fair warning, since I am barely new to building in The Sims, you would notice that I would go back and forth from one area to another to add some more items or, sometimes replace some items that I initially placed down. I did not mean to get you all dizzy. I am so sorry about that. I know I need more practice, but hopefully my next video won't be as chaotic as this one. Anyway, let's go back to the build. On the roof, I decided to add a wind turbine and some solar panels from Eco Lifestyle, just so it won't look too flat. And I also used some debug items in this build like that flower box and a truck, which I'll be placing later at the front of the house, simply for decoration since we all know we don't have cars yet in The Sims. Now, for the wall pattern, I end up using the wood siding from Island Living. Now inside, I decided to use a base game floor tile that has new swatches in it because of the recent update that we've got. Now speaking of which, The Sims made an announcement last week, and on their announcement, it was explicitly mentioned that they will be releasing 4 new kits. So that's going to be 3 kits for create a sim items, probably more about clothing, and 1 kit for build items. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. Shouldn't it be better if they will just release a new expansion pack or game pack perhaps? I don't know. What are your thoughts about it? Well, you may comment down below to share your thoughts. Anyhow, going back to the build, on the bathroom, I went back in to add some more decor items and to clutter up the space a bit so that it'll look more lived in. You'd see here that I've been adding hanging plants and also I added those clutter items from laundry. In the kitchen, I also changed the swatches of some of the kitchen items so that it would look more cohesive with the entire house. You'd notice that we are trying to keep the theme of this house in the shade of green. I don't know. There's just something about green that suits the eyes. But I'm also planning to build a house using a single color for the exterior and interior, like the Not So Berry challenge, but just for the builds, if you know what I mean. Now, just added lights in the kitchen and in our sitting area. I also added a desk lamp from bowling night and some books from tiny living, just to add some more dimension on our desk. Then I went on and add some more clutter items on top of the microwave and flower vase from cool kitchen stuff to make it seem livelier. Oh yeah, by the way, that red shelf is a huge help when placing decoration items in the seams. You can use that to help you place items on surface that doesn't have any available slot in it. But, just a reminder before you save your build to the gallery, just delete the red shelf and your build will not be tagged as custom content. I'll be leaving a link on the description if you would want to download this red shelf. Now, let's go back to the build. You've seen here that we've placed down some rugs, and I also use the tool mod to size up that fluffy rug. Well, I am not really that good yet on using the tool mod, but I am practicing and trying to get the hang of it. Um, just an advice, if you will be downloading the tool mod, I suggest that you also download the Better Build by mod so that you can use the tool mod in build mode. I will also be leaving a link on the description for these mods by Twisted Maxi. Alright, so let's talk about the build. For the wall paint, I end up using Get Famous. As for the curtains, I think I'll be replacing that curtain in the kitchen to another base game curtain. And then for the rest of the house, I'll be using the base game curtain in its new swatch, except for the one near the computer table. I think the curtain that I use there is from Cottage Living. I don't know, it just kind of suits the vibe. And yes, I also added a dining table from Cottage Living and partnered it with dining chairs from Dream Home Decorator, then added a centerpiece from Dine Out. I also added a rug underneath and resized it using the tool mod. Then I just went ahead and, just add some more decor items on the wall so that it won't look so blank. In the kitchen, I've added that knife set and also a cutting board from Cool Kitchen, which I tried to lean it against the wall using the tool mod. And then after that, I think I also added an open shelf from Tiny Living, then add some more pans underneath and a utensil holder. I also added the laundry basket here, and I did not forget to place a trash can inside the house, but I did forget to place one outside. But don't worry, I was able to notice that before I save my build in the gallery. On the exterior, I added a drain pipe from Get Together at the corner of the house just to make it look somewhat, realistic. And then I added some ivy which I moved using the tool mod. I tried to elevate it using the tool mod. I also added some wisteria from Cottage Living and also some yellow climbing flowers from, I think that's from Get Together. Yep. So here I am just, adding a bunch of plants on the wall, making it seem like it's overgrown. And I think I end up leaving a lavender, but I think I replaced that after I finish placing those wisterias on the wall. Um, I tried to keep it low key by just adding a grass and some rocks, but I think I will come back to this later to add some more plants. And then at the front of the house, I just lined up some flowers from Romantic Garden to give a vibe of a livelier aura to the build. Just, sized it down a bit. And then I am really starting to love these grass and mushroom from Cottage Living. I think I'll be using most of it on my build. Now here's the truck that I was talking about earlier. I just placed it there for decoration purposes. Then I lean a bicycle to it. I just feel like the owner of this micro home would want to ride around the town and explore some scenic views in a bicycle. And since we have limited space indoors, I added an outdoor dining area with grill from Perfect Patio and a base game bar. For the bar stool, those are from Industrial Loft Kit. I just feel like, it suits the vibe of the outdoor area. And yes, I decided to cover the area so that even if it's raining, they can still grill and get to the bar without getting soaked in the rain. Of course, to keep our micro home a micro home, I actually deleted I deleted the walls and just used some columns to hold the roof. And then we placed down the outdoor patio piece from Cats and Dogs, and a table lamp from Perfect Patio. After which, we've also added some floor tiles on the covered area, and I used some terrain paint to make it look more realistic, the dirt and the pebbles. And then I also created like a path using those rocks from debug item, so you'll be able to see that later on. I'm so sorry, there are a lot of like, dead air. I don't know what to talk about. Putting some voiceover is no joke. It's really difficult. We just continue to um, put some terrain paint, and thankfully I did not forget to add the mailbox. So I also added those grass and mushroom from Cottage Living. Then at the back of the house, we've added some more items there. We have added the dew collector from Eco Lifestyle and a wash tub as well as a clothesline. I like these items because they add to your gameplay. So again, just using the terrain paint to, form a path and for it to look somehow realistic. Now I am just adding some trees and plants that can be seen in Newcrest to make the build fit its surroundings. I also play tested this build, so everything that is in here is functional. So this has also been uploaded to the gallery. If you want to download this, you can just search for my user ID. That's queenbee_bullish. Alright, so we are approaching the end of this video. If you enjoy contents like this, please leave a like and click the subscribe button. Your support is much appreciated. Also hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Again, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!